Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Dr. Ryan.
How was your week?
Not too bad.
That's good. Anything interesting happen?
You sound like my dad.
Is that right?
Yeah. Him and me always have the same conversation when we come home. We ask each other how our day was. Usually it's a very neutral answer. Nothing really good. Nothing really bad.
Do you see that as a good thing or a bad thing?
Not really sure.
Do you have those same types of conversations with your mother?
Pretty much, but I feel I can tell her more.
How so?
Not as afraid of her as I am my dad.
You're afraid of your dad?
A little, I guess.
Why is that?
It was a story my mom once told me about him. My dad got in an argument with my brother, and he grabbed him by the collar of his shirt and held him up on the wall about a foot off the ground. I don't even know if it's true. My mom lies sometimes, even though she says she never does. My dad thinks I'm afraid of everything. Thinks I have no confidence, and that's why I was never all that good at hockey.
Because you didn't have confidence in the sport? Is that why you quit? Because you didn't excel at it?
No, I was just kind of sick of it. But yeah, I guess it was a little bit of that too.
Did you play high school hockey because you wanted to get in that sort of clique, have more friends, maybe even get a girlfriend? You've never had a girlfriend before, have you?
No.
Don't you think any junior in high school should have a girlfriend? After all, there is prom and the fear of dying a virgin.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. But I try not to dwell upon it.
And of course, there always is that fear that you won't become a director because you think your ideas aren't good enough or original enough. But you're no M. Night Shyamalan, you know, Chris.
Yeah, I know. But you gotta admit, The Village did kind of suck.
Chris, you'll never get that position you want if you're always comparing yourself to the worst work of the competition. Always thinking about things way too much before you do it, when all you have to do is sit down in front of the computer and type.
You think that's maybe why I dream of suicide?
Don't give me that crap, Chris. You'll never have the balls to go through something like that. You're doing it right now as you're typing. You're thinking it through way too much because when it comes down to the bare essentials, all teenagers are the same. Goth, jocks, sluts, nerds, geeks, and girls who wear way too short of skirts that they should just simply come to school with no clothes on, and people will look at them in the exact same way. You're all the same, no matter how much you try to be different. You can never fess up or go through with any of the threats or promises. You put yourselves into dominant groups and pick on the lower ones to make yourselves feel better. You go to parties and get drunk, you throw up on floors, couches, stairs, toilets, and when your parents get home, all you can do is ask why they're home early instead of just getting the balls to go up and apologize.
I don't even remember my dreams that well.
I'm sure you can remember one. They happen every 7 seconds while you're sleeping.
Yeah. There is one. Me, my mom, my dad, and my friend Sean were driving an SUV. I think it was nighttime. And I look to the front, and my mom turns to my dad, who is driving the car, and says, actually she yells, "Step on it." And then I go to look back, and I pass by the image of my friend Sean. And when I look out the rear window, I see these two bears chasing after us. And an electric pole falls over, and one bear goes around the electric pole, and the other one does a front flip somersault over the electric pole. Pretty weird, huh?
You know I'll have exactly the same interpretation of that dream that you've always had inside of you, right?
Yeah.
And here's what I think. Someday, you're going to have to make a choice. And as I see it, you have two choices. One, you can be afraid to hand the script into your videography teacher's hands and wonder what people would have thought of you when they saw it. And two, you can do a front flip somersault over an electric pole and see if anybody gets anything out of it. Let them make it up for themselves with the true story about your life. Let them make up their own damn minds, and you make up yours. No more being afraid.
But fear is the thing that drives us.
So are dreams. And one day you have to realize that not all dreams can make sense. Not all stories have a twist ending or a perfect ending, and not all scripts will have a profound effect upon people. One day you'll find that you don't need a doctor. You just settled all of your problems in 10 minutes by writing a script and talking to yourself.
Your name isn't even Dr. Ryan. Nope. You made it up. But it was a pretty creative name.